Sometimes the most haunting mysteries begin with an ordinary day. A day that feels just like any other, until it suddenly changes everything. This is the story of Bryce Laspisa, a 19-year-old college student whose disappearance in 2013 still leaves people searching for answers. It was late August in California. Summer was ending, and Bryce had just returned to Sierra College after spending the break with his parents in Laguna Niguel. He was known for his bright red-orange hair, artistic talent, and easygoing smile. Friends described him as funny, creative, and always up for an adventure. But shortly after returning to school, Bryce began acting strangely. His friends noticed he wasn't sleeping much. He stayed awake for nights at a time, driving aimlessly or sitting alone. He also started giving away personal items, his Xbox, his favorite clothes, even a pair of diamond earrings from his mother. When asked why, he only said, "You'll see soon." By August 28th, Bryce drove to visit his girlfriend Kim in Chico. She immediately knew something was wrong. He looked exhausted, his eyes distant and unfocused. When she tried to stop him from driving that night, Bryce called his mother, Karen. His mom told Kim to give him the keys and let him come home. After a quick call, Bryce left her apartment around 11:30 p.m., telling her he loved her. That was the last time anyone who knew him saw him. Instead of heading south toward his parents' house, Bryce drove north. Around 1 a.m., he called his mom and said, "I'm on my way home." But phone records later showed he hadn't moved for hours. His car was parked near a gas station in a small town called Buttonwillow. Through the night, Bryce stayed there, not sleeping, not eating, just sitting in his car. The clerk on duty remembered him as calm but detached, staring out at nothing. When his parents called, he kept saying he was fine, that he'd be home soon. But for nearly 9 hours, he didn't leave that spot. A roadside assistant who came to help him said Bryce seemed polite, but not all there. Eventually, he began driving again, or so it seemed. The next morning, at around 5 a.m., police found Bryce's car overturned near Castaic Lake, about 90 miles from where he had last been seen. The back window was broken from the inside, as if he had kicked it out to escape. Inside the car were his wallet, phone, laptop, and keys. His footprints led away from the crash, and then disappeared completely. Search teams arrived quickly. Helicopters scanned the hills, divers searched the lake, and rescue dogs followed his scent. It ended at a point near the water, where it suddenly stopped. There was no blood, no struggle, no body, nothing. It was as if Bryce had simply walked off the face of the earth. For his parents, Karen and Michael, every hour became agony. They stayed near the crash site for days, calling his phone, praying for a sign. Volunteers joined the search. Flyers covered gas stations and roadsides. News crews came and went. Yet, not a single trace of Bryce was found. Investigators began to explore theories. Some thought he might have had a mental breakdown or suffered from exhaustion. Others believed he could have taken his own life, though no evidence ever proved it. A few believed something darker had happened, that he met someone that night who wasn't friendly, and the crash was a cover-up. But none of the explanations fit. His blood was only found inside the car, just a few drops. His phone stopped transmitting after 2 p.m. on the 29th, and his scent trail vanished without explanation. Years later, his parents still hold on to hope. They've never stopped searching. Every year, they return to Castaic Lake, leaving flowers and messages for their missing son. His mother says she still feels he's out there somewhere. Maybe lost, maybe choosing to stay away, but still alive. Online communities continue to study his case, looking for patterns, comparing his disappearance to others. Some believe Bryce might have entered a fugue state, a rare psychological condition where a person forgets who they are and starts a new life. Others think he may have tried to disappear on purpose, seeking a clean break from his world. But in the end, the truth is still unknown. Bryce's story has become one of California's most haunting mysteries, a story that feels like a puzzle with a missing piece. A young man drives through the night, leaves his things behind, crashes his car, and vanishes into darkness. No evidence, no farewell, no goodbye. For his parents, the pain never fades. They still call his phone from time to time, hoping one day someone might answer. If Bryce is alive somewhere, he would be in his 30s now, older, maybe changed, but still remembered by everyone who loved him. And so, the question remains, what really happened on that lonely highway near Castaic Lake? Thank you for watching The Real Crime Hub. If you want to hear more true stories and unsolved mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Because every story deserves to be told. And maybe, just maybe, one day, every mystery will find its answer.